De la right, my MVVs, welcome.
Oletik is rumored to have been fished out and disgraced by Ooni of Ife's ancient sword, as she confessed to have sent her brother to break the pipe. Omo, it's not a small something, no. The competition. I mean, this thing, we thought that it is, getting better, but I think that the Oloris are getting even more desperate, by the day. Yes, so that they are getting more desperate by the day. Honestly, because if this is not desperation, what do you call this? How do you go this low if the information we are hearing is the truth? How do you go this low? What do you call this? Yes, so is the question that I am asking. How is it possible for anyone to go this low? How? Hey, Jesus, with all the wahala, they have accused so many different people, accused all others, everybody, as in it was so much fight, only to find out that it wasn't even any of these people that were accused. It was Oletik. Now, here is the story, if the information is true. You do know that what happened in the palace really bothered the Ooni of Ife. And they said that if a snake refuses to use its venom, right? Little children will use it as rope to tie firewood. That's what an African adage says about a snake. The ancient sword is there. I do believe that if Kabiyesi had put it to use, some of the problems that emanated from this same, route, jealousy, would never have gotten as bad as, where it got to that Ooni of Ife almost, lost Naomi, right? And so right now, we are getting a report that Kabiyesi is not taking anything to chance. It's not leaving anything to chance. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. Now, this issue with the kitchen pipe, Kabiyesi knew that a woman would not be able to do it because a lot of people were saying maybe one of the Oloris went there to do it. And Kabiyesi said, no, that is not one of the Oloris. They sent somebody to go and do it. How they broke the entire pipes and bringing water to the royal kitchen, how the kitchen was so flooded, how a lot of things were spoiled. They even had that they've been doing a lot of drying to retain, to restore some of the things that were ruined due to this water. And in the morning, when they saw it, they knew that it was deliberate. Mm-hmm. They knew that somebody did that deliberate. They knew that it couldn't have just happened. Yes, they knew that somebody did that. That act was a deliberate act. And Ooni of Ife did not take it lightly at all. And they said, Kabiyesi sat down there, saw the way they were, quarreling and accusing each other. This one said it's you, the other one said it's this one said it's that, the other one said it's that. As they continued to accuse each other, Kabiyesi kept quiet, and at the end of the day, they say Kabiyesi summoned all of them before him. And when they came, the one thing that Kabiyesi did was to go get his ancient sword. Yes, that he got his ancient sword, that is what we are hearing. And when he got his ancient sword, they said what he did was, pointed it and asked them to say the truth right now. If they don't, he will unleash it on them. And just a pointer, like it was just being pointed at Oletik when they said she gave up, she was devastated, and she was afraid, and she started speaking that, yes, it was her brother, and that she did not even say that she sent her brother there to go and do it. She said that it was a mistake that came from her brother, that it was her brother's mistake. She has nothing to do with it, right? They said that was what Oletik was saying. Now, if you say that it was your brother's mistake, now you have got absolutely nothing to do with it. When you saw that this same issue was bringing a lot of problems, and the Oloris are accusing themselves and, insulting each other, why didn't you come out to say that it was your brother? You wanted other people to take a fall for your own mistake. And so at this junction, I think Oletik was thinking it's going to be business as usual, where Ooni will, at the end of the day, if they don't find out who did it, Ooni will sweep it under the carpet like he's always done. And if this had not happened, do you know that a lot of things would have happened again in the palace? Because the reason why things went as bad as they went the other time was because Ooni took too many things for granted. Yes, you heard me right. Kabiyesi took too many things for granted. If all those things we keep hearing that are happening in the palace are actually true stories, you will know that, you will agree with me that Kabiyesi took a lot of things for granted. If Kabiyesi had acted the way he acted now, they would have known that no matter how far you try to hide your act, Kabiyesi will fish you out. They said, just going to bring the ancient sword. This one started crying and started confessing. So apparently, she had sent her brother there to go and destroy those pipes. When the boy was able to wake up to go and do it, the uncle, according to them, they say it's not the brother, it's the uncle that is staying there with her and running some of her errands for her. So when that is the maternal uncle. So when this man went to go and do that, is what nobody knows, but they said that Kabiyesi has been so upset. Kabiyesi became very devastated hearing that this woman was able to do it. So you know the reason why she went to go and do this. The other day, Gospel had an altercation with people in the royal kitchen where she was saying it's her home. She has a right to go. Naomi has no right to restrict her from going to wherever she wanted to go to, right? And so she kept saying that. And, you know, she had a problem with blow and all of that. So these women, they know how to, you know, leverage on any opportunity that they have to create problem and make it look as though it's another person. So she knew that at that junction, whatever she does, they will put it on they'll put it on gospel. And they said that happened to be the reason why she sent her brother, because she knew that they would put it on gospel, because everybody was suspecting gospel. Now, even when this woman came, one of the Ayabase saw Ikpe's driver going to drop hamper, you know, basket. In fact, a lot of people for the first time did not believe that it could have been Ikpe. They still believe that it was gospel. They believe that gospel may have been responsible for what happened because of her anger, her anxiety that day. And that was what Oleti thought that, okay, if I go ahead and do this, at the end of the day, Naomi will not be able to enter the kitchen and everything will be on gospel, because they will think that it is gospel who did it. The good thing is that these are allies, okay? They have, you know, fought the Olori Naomi, you know, back to back. They have really fought Olori Naomi. And so we are saying that it is good, that it is time for them to fight themselves. After all, that is what the Bible says. And they said Ooni of Ife is mad. Ooni of Ife, everybody is so upset over this new development. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.